Astrology is beyond condition. One must understand this. It is not that when Rahu is in the 8th house, he will give results only of the 8th house. It is not that when Saturn is in the 2nd house, it will give result only of 2nd house. Please don't make astrology a train of compartments. Astrology is not of a limited version. But shallow people have applied many conditions to astrology. These conditions have killed the very essence of astrology. Always remember, the world of the conditional is the world of the mind. True world is unconditional. You cannot make any conditions on the truth, and truth never makes any conditions on you. Neither can you make conditions on existence, nor does existence ever make any conditions on you. All is given unconditionally. But certain astrologers have made conditions, and they made it in such a way that they have destroyed every fabric of astrology, making it a mechanical machine, a dead machine that works on conditions. And this is the greatest tragedy of today's world. People are expecting answers in few minutes. Who is at fault? Not the common man, but those ignorant astrologers who have made astrology a fast food joint. Conditions are made, compartments are made, first house, second house. Now even the planets are confused because the planet doesn't know what is the first house and what is the second house. But the astrologer is reading, talking, making weird faces, this house, that house, and the whole essence is lost. It is simply lost. Remember this. Nobody is going to tell you this because truth is rarely shared. But I am sharing with you all, and the truth is, there is no hard and fast rule of one planet in one house giving results of only that house. It is your ignorant mind that makes such conditions. Jupiter in the second house can certainly influence the matters of the third house also. Every planet in a house also impacts the matters of the adjoining house. Let this be very clear. And so remove this illusion of Rahu or any other planet which has to provide you results only of that house in which it is placed. A planet will provide you results of the house it is placed in as well as the adjoining house to it. If a planet is placed in the 8th house, it can and it does influence the matters of the 9th house also. But who is going to listen? The questioner is always following his mind. He wants a logical answer, and the reality is life is less of logic and more of love. Astrology is less of the head and more of the heart. Logic is boring. You have read hundreds of books and now you are following the logic that you have learned from those books. It is exactly like a robot who is fed with all the logical mathematical instructions, and then it goes on reacting based on what is being learned. There is no experience. There is no self-realization. It is all dry logic, a lifeless existence. Mind is logic, And logic is boring. What is interesting is your heart. A person who is following his heart is the most beautiful person to connect with. With the secure, with the familiar, you are bored. You start becoming dull. With the insecure, with the unknown, you feel ecstatic, beautiful, again a child, again those eyes of wonder, again that heart which can feel the awe of things is there. To understand the essence, the beauty of illogic, of spontaneous thinking, let us observe the situation of a young boy. It happened so that a young boy was trapped, and he was a thief. In a big chest, he was trapped. The boy was terrified and puzzled as to how he was going to get out. How was a logical question. Understand this. Hence he was terrified because there was no way. The how was simply impotent. Then an idea flashed to him. Now this is a shift. Only in dangerous situations where the left hemisphere, the mechanical mind, cannot function, does it allow the right hemisphere, that is the conscious mind, to have its say as the last resort. When it cannot function, when it feels that now there is no way to go, now it is defeated, then why not give a chance to the oppressed, to the imprisoned part of the mind? Give that to a chance, maybe, and there can be no harm. And so suddenly an idea flashed to him. He made a noise like a cat. Now this is not logical. Making a noise like a cat is simply an absurd idea, but it worked. The family member came, they opened the chest, the boy quickly jumped out and started running towards the river. The family members chased him. It was a long chase. Few more people joined the chase, and slowly the whole village was running behind that boy, and the boy reached the well, took a big stone and threw it in the well, and took shelter in a nearby cave. Now this thought of throwing a rock in the well was spontaneous. There was no logic attached to it, and it worked. The villagers and the family members thought that the boy had jumped and drowned in that big well. So you see, logic does not work. It is the illogic, the craziest ideas that work. In the Silicon Valley, which is in the city of San Jose in the US, I know it well because I stayed there for a while. It is the craziest ideas that have absolutely no logic that have worked out to super million fortunes. Some time back, I was reading an interview with Reid Hoffman, the man who created LinkedIn. And when he was asked about how the business plan is made in the Silicon Valley, his answer was too good. And the essence of what he said was, in traditional business schools, it is taught that you should have all your business plans ready with all details. But in Silicon Valley, they just go for it. They just look at what works and keep following rather than spending time in creating long business plans. You bring logic, you continue to follow the logic, and you will end up with nothing in your hand. You overcome the head, the logic, follow your heart, and the whole universe is available to you. The greatest businesses, especially tech companies that have succeeded, have been formed on the basis of an idea. A weird idea which has no logic, totally illogical, but with strong instincts. And instincts are of the heart, and the heart is always right. And so, when you are following your heart, there is every possibility of getting to where you had dreamed of. And in this journey, the most violent opposition you may have to face, then that is going to be from all those logical heads. But in the end, if you continue with your instincts, with your gut feeling, with your dream, then one day you are going to make it. The way of the heart is the way of the courage. It is to live in insecurity. It is to live in love and trust. It is to move in the unknown. Do not trap yourself by following the monkey mind. The astrologers that you mentioned, they all are following the mind. The astrologers that divide and create compartments, rigid compartments, are simply following the mind. They all are trapped in logic. But I would want you all, I would love you all to go beyond logic, to jump and experience the beyond. But only a few could do this, because the majority is following the mind, and so this house or that house, the question always remains. The moment you go beyond the realms of logic, the moment you throw away all the knowledge that you have parroted, that is the time when you will truly understand what astrology is all about. But who is going to do it? People are always living under fear. They have to follow the rules, else what will the society say? So applying logic, parroting books of astrology, this all continues. For a while you feel good. Who is this you? It is your mind. You have become the mind, and the mind is happy as long as logic continues to be the point of center. The moment the logic is dropped, you become uncomfortable. Are you crazy? Are you mad? Is what your first reaction is. The mind is reactive, super reactive. Lecturers are screaming all over the world, do not react. But is that possible when you are following your mind? When you have become the mind, it is like a scorpio to stop stinging. It can't, because to sting is its nature, and to react is mind's nature. So unless you drop the mind, unless you go beyond the mind, there is no coming to the truth. You will go on and on and on. You may earn a few millions, but nothing beyond that. You simply continue to live in illusions, because mind is an illusion. And so I would encourage all my followers and listeners to stop thinking with the restricted mindset. Come out of this monkey mind and expand your perspective, your vision. Understand the reality by not following the monkey mind, but by following the voice of your heart. There is a voice within that doesn't use words. Listen. Listen to that voice within your heart. The division of charts is for a general understanding. It is not a hard and fast rule. The 8th house Rahu will remain like a statue, like a robot, and give results only of the 8th house. That would be too kiddish. Every planet has a say, has the influence on its adjoining house. It is all but a play of vibrations. And vibrations are received not by the head, by the logic, but by your heart. And the heart is always right. The heart is always right if there is question of choosing between the mind and the heart. Because mind is a creation of society, it has been educated. You have been given it by society and not by existence. The heart is unpolluted. But you cannot connect with your heart. Why? Because you are too much trapped in the thinking, logic, mind, calculations. So much of noise is in your head. How can you connect with your heart? A man who has moon with Rahu is a difficult person. He cannot connect with his heart. A man who has moon with Mercury is again a total mess. He cannot connect with his heart. Whenever any intellectual energy comes and associates itself with the moon in your chart, you become just a head, a logic, a dry logic. And then you will not understand anything. You may not even understand what I am sharing. And this is the greatest tragedy of human life. To connect with your heart, you have to sit back and relax. Only in total relaxation does the heart open. It becomes a flower. To all my listeners, I appeal, first learn to relax. Get out of your head and get into your heart. If astrology would have been a mathematical science, then all great mathematicians would have known this ancient science. But it is not. It is beyond mathematics. Astrology is not a mathematical science. Astrology is a spiritual science, a very ancient methodology of bringing consciousness to the forefront. It is the light of consciousness, and that is all. But who wants to listen? People are just running behind logic, this and that. There is a whole lot of noise, but among this noise, there are also some beautiful people. Some people, people of hearts, people of faith, people of love. And so for a while, I remain engaged in helping these angels. Else, who wants to stay in this mad world? That is why very few people I see, the less the crowd, the better. The society succeeds the day your center goes into a coma and your circumference remains functioning. Then you are a robot. You are no more living but only existing. Always remember, you are not a robot. You are not a machine that follows the logical rules. But you are a genius human being. You have all the qualities to grow. You have all the abilities to go beyond the mind. You have it in you. Then why you make yourself so miserable? Why? Look within, turn inwards, meditate, and realize this one thing, that you are as good as you are. Accept yourself as you are. From the very beginning, you have been told how you should be. Nobody has ever told you that you are as good as you are. Just be yourself. There is no need to figure out anything. Just relax and everything comes to you. The existence vibrates with you only when you relax. Don't spend your valuable time in figuring out. The Holy Bible never ever says figure it out, but over and over it says trust God. Trust God. Swami Vivekananda says you will be able to trust God only when you are able to believe in yourself. Once you believe in yourself, once you are meditating, then the flowering is happening. then you are coming towards the truth. Then no books are required. Your own self realization is enough. The moon has become full. Real education will be to bring out what is hidden in you, what God has put in you as a treasure, to discover it, to reveal it, to make you luminous. The whole universe is available to you, and you are trapped in this house or that house. And this is the state of all intellectuals. They have become the mind, and the mind cannot answer. The mind can never realize the truth. It is only through your heart you can touch the sky. This sky is your consciousness, and the clouds that accumulate are your thoughts. The majority focuses on the clouds, that is the thoughts. The meditative man focuses only on the sky, that is the consciousness. Be more and more meditative. That is the way to know the truth, the only way. Truth is not something outside to be discovered. It is something inside to be realized. Discover yourself. Meditate every day. Jai Shri Ganesha. Jai Guru.